16th of January, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Okay, welcome back everybody to Bava. Okay, so what the Gemara has done so far, we're on Kufiyat Zion, Amid Base, all the way on the bottom. The Gemara has explained the machlokes between Rabbi Eliezer and the Chachamim, the Rabbanan, why it is that Rabbi Eliezer says that in regard to the mitzvah of Heshivas HaGezela, Rabbi Eliezer says that it is, the Torah tells him to, you got to give back another piece of land. But the Chachamim say, no, you can just say, Harei Shalcha Lefanecha. You don't have to give him anything back. Here's your land. As though to say, I don't have to give you anything. And why? What's their machlokes based on? Whether you darshan from the psukim in Vayikra, you darshan riboy miut, or you darshan klal prat klal. That's the whole difference. So the Gemara has explained the machlokes Rabbi Eliezer and the Chachamim. And now we're going to see what the Gemara is going to do at this point. And we start with the words Baha Dasanya. And these words can be found. It's the third line from the bottom of the Amud. On the third line from the bottom, the first word in the line is Gufan. And the third word is Bahadasanya. But have we not learned in a Brisa the following? Okay. Oh. Roy, you want to start the reading?
Okay. We start from what? Ufa Rabbi, the Rabbi Eliezer. Oh, I see.
Adesanya.
Oh, Avasonia. And regarding that which has been taught in a brisa, Gozel es hagofa. If one steals a cow, Vishotofa, Nahar, and the river swept it away. You steal a cow, and the river swept it away. Chayiv lahamid lo para. He must provide the owner with another cow. Divrei Rabbi Eliezer. These are the words of Rabbi Eliezer. B'chakamim Omarim, but the sages say, Umalo. The robber says to the owner of the cow, Hare Shelcha Lifonecha. Behold, what is yours is before you. Hachosam B'may Kamifla Gay. In that case, what is the point in which Rabbi Eliezer and the sages disagree? There's a continuation here by the art scroll. It says, do I read it or?
If you want.
In the case of the bracer, the stolen object, that's the cow, was movable and had intrinsic value. Still, Rabbi Eliezer and the sages disagree precisely as they did regarding the stolen field. It would seem that their disagreement is in fact not based on their different methods of expounding the above verse. And then the Gemora answers. Do I continue or do we look?
Yeah, in other words, there's no doubt that there's an obligation to return, for a Goslin to return a cow that he stole. There's no doubt about that. Maybe there's a doubt about karka, but there's no doubt about a cow. So why is it that the Chachamim are saying over here that you don't have to return a cow? Why are they able to say, oh, Harishal Chalafadecha, there's your cow drowning in the water, you can go and get it? It doesn't seem to have anything to do with whether there is a mitzvah of returning the stolen item. It seems like it has something to, there's something else that they're arguing about. And that you see from the fact they still argue in a case of a cow, where there's certainly the Chachamim will agree that you have to return a cow if you steal it.
So maybe there's a bigger overall issue.
Yeah, I don't know if it's bigger, but it's not that issue. Let's see what the Gemora says. Gemora's asking the question. So what's the basis of their dispute about the cow? Why are they arguing about the cow over here?
Do I continue or what?
Yeah.
Omer Rav Papa. Chacham what are we dealing with over there? What are we dealing with over there? Didn't say what are we dealing with here. It says,
yeah, it's confusing. You're right. It is confusing. Why does it say Hassam? But Okay.
All right then.
Presumably, it's talking about the brisa with the cow.
All right. Began Shegazel, Shegazel, Shaday, and
Oh, it's talking about the field. Okay.
there.
That's why it says Hussam.
All right. Mechaviru, Vahayasa, with a case in which he stole the field. All right. So Red Papa said, what are we dealing with over there? With the case in which he stole the field, and there was 118A, and there was oh goodness, Para Rabbi, there was a cow lying in it.
Yeah, there was a cow that was crouching down in the field over there.
Was he alive or dead?
Alive.
All right. Ushotafa Nahal, and the river swept the cow away. Now he's dead. So the thief performed no special act of acquisition on the cow itself. Accordingly, whether he acquired the cow is directly dependent on whether he acquired the field, says the art scroll. The Rabbi Eliezer, Rabbi Eliezer follows his reasoning that expressed in the previous brisa, which is that the thief acquires the land he steals. When he acquires the land, he acquires the cow along with it. Therefore, if the cow is damaged, he is liable. V'Rabbanan l'ta'amei, but the rabbis followed their reasoning, expressed in the previous brisa, which is that a thief does not acquire the land he steals. Since he does not acquire the land, he does not acquire the cow. Therefore, he is not liable for the damage sustained by the cow.
Okay, 1 second. So what happened over here? Which Bryce is talking? Let's work this out over here. Okay, originally the Gemora brought a brisa that said Hagozel Sodem Echavero. He steals a field, and the river washes it out. Chayav lahamidlo sada acher. It says he's got to give him another field. It's not talking about a cow; it's talking about a field. Diva Rebbe Eliezer. That's Rebbe Eliezer. You could steal a field, and therefore he's responsible to give another one if what he stole got destroyed. And the Chachamim say no. Harei shalcha lefanecha. Because, like we said, they hold that there's no mitzvah to return the stolen field because you can't, because there's no because he didn't steal it. It can't be stolen. So they say he doesn't have to give him anything. You could just say Harei shalcha lefanecha. Fine. And now we're trying to explain, but they seem to have the same machlokes with the cow. Oh, so that's what Rav Papa is saying. This brisa over here that says Hagozel es a para, that's really talking about. One second. Do we have Rashi over here to read? We don't have any Rashi to read?
The first Rashi is only on the cow on the next page.
Okay, let's read the Rashi. Rashi's going to.
This top Rashi about the cow. The power of Etzitba, that there's a cow that's crouching inside this in this field. The Gazlan lo masecha.
Gazlan lo mashcha. He did not do it in Mashicha on the cow.
Okay, so the thief did not do a Mashicha, do an act of acquisition on the cow, so why should it be his? The Have Makartot, and this is land, and Rabbi Eliezer, the Amar that says, Sadei Nigzelet, when the field is stolen, Kone Para Imar, you get the cow goes along with the field, you get that. In Vichayev L'Shalem, you'd have to pay the metaltalim, because with movable items, naknit are required. Together with the land. When you get the field, you get everything on it. But the Rabbanan lo kanes said that with the Rabbanan you can't acquire a field for lo para and not the para shabo, the par that's in it.
Right. So it's as you say. Right. This doesn't. Yeah. So that's what this brisa over here is describing. This brisa, it's describing that he stole the para. Hagozel as a par. Really, it's not like we think. It's just it's talking about the case that the land that he stole, there was a para that was crouching on the land, and so the brisa tells us in a way that we could have made a mistake, and we thought that we had a problem, and then Rav Papa resolved it. No, what does it mean that he gazled the para? It just means that the land that he gazled had a para on it. So, like Phil said, that's the kinyan agav that Rashi explains over here. A metaltalin niknin agav karka. Any movable property which is on the land will be acquired by the one that acquires the land. And we're saying that the karka could be stolen, meaning to say that he could make a kinyan gazela in the karka. And that's according to Rabbi Eliezer. So therefore, Rabbi Eliezer is the one who says he's got to give him another para. But the Chachamim say, no, the whole thing doesn't start because it's stolen. That's what the Chachamim hold. Karka cannot be stolen.
Have we said that that's definite? All over, or do some people say it can be stolen?
Rabbi Eliezer says it can be stolen.
Right. So
that's the machlokes between Rabbi Eliezer and the Chachamim.
Mm-hmm.
But most likely, the halacha follows the Chachamim. And that's why we see in other places in the Gemora says, Karka einen nigzelas, Karka cannot be stolen. It's because the Gemora is just saying the mainline view of the Chachamim, which is the accepted halacha, that Karka cannot be stolen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can work on that in there.
Yeah, it's interesting. We see that it's a machlokes tanoim, really. It would seem to be it's a machlokes tanoim. And the Gemara concludes like this.
So we don't have a what do you call it? We don't have a din, or
Well, it wouldn't seem to be so hard to say that if you're asking why didn't the Gemara say and the halacha goes like the Chachamim
yes,
that karka zayin and exelis, the Gemara doesn't always do that, and especially when it's a clear cut case of one particular Tanaic opinion, Rebbe Eliezer against the Chachamim.
I can't hear you.
I said, I'm enjoying it.
You're enjoying, listen to this. Well, you'll still be able to listen to it. I'm just gonna mute me so that,
Okay. Let me just looking to see whether we have a
Joseph first.
right. So we've got a ches by the word kol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lines from the bottom. Av kol davar hamataltel begufo mamun yotze karkos she'ein metaltelin. So we have the halacha over there. You see that ches?
Oh yes. Oh, the
So
corner.
that ches is the ein mishpat on your upper right hand corner of your page,
Yeah.
and they bring the Rambam over there, and Shulchan Aruch as well. Looks like that's that they're paskening the halacha like the Chachamim. Yeah. And additionally, on the Mishnah itself, Shatfa Nahar, the Mishnah itself, there's a Zion by the word Shatfa. So it's a those are the words of a Stam Mishnah. Rabbi Yehuda Nasi didn't even bother to tell us the view of Rabbi Eliezer. He just told us the view of the Chachamim, and he just brings it like that's it. In the case of Shatfa Nahar, the Gazlan can say Harisha Chalafanecha. That's the view of the Chachamim. And you got a Zion over there, which sends you to the Ein Mishpat, who lists that that's the way the Rambam paskins, and that's the way that the Torah and the Shulchan Aruch paskin also. So the poskim hold like the Chachamim, karka einu nigzelis. he could say Haresh al he doesn't have to give him back what he stole because it's not regarded as being stolen. Can't steal karka. Okay. Very good. Now we can go before we go to page Kuf Yud Ches Amud Aleph. We have to have a round of applause for Kuf Yud Zayin Amud Beis. Hooray! Wow.
Lou, you're muted. Your applause was muted.
Yeah,
Lou.
I muted it purposely because I have my my children here and they're
Excuse me.
talking. So I'm listening.
Okay. We're getting very close to the finish line. And now we go to the next Mishnah, also about Gezela. A lot of talk about Gezela over here. Okay. Lou, you're able to read?
No, no, I can't read. I can just listen now because we got two computers in this room, so I put the headphones on so that I can hear you and not disturb
Oh, I
what they're
see.
doing.
Oh. Roy.
Roy,
Roy,
you're
you
muted.
got a red mic. You okay? Good. You're on, Roy.
I
Next
can't-
Mishnah.
Sorry, I can't read. I've got a migraine. I can listen a bit. I might have to go and lie down. Sorry.
Oi. Okay.
Before Shalem,
Sorry to
Roy.
hear that.
Mm.
Yeah. Feel better, Roy.
Thanks. I'll just listen for a bit. I'm not too sure. Okay.
Okay, we give the reading over to Phil.
Yeah, hope you feel better, Roy, and you have the kids, so I guess it's here. We're at the Mishnah. Hagozel et chavero. He steals from his friend. Shehelva man he borrows from him. Shahafki lo, or he makes a deposit with him. B'yishuv, in a yishuv, a settled place. Lo
Right.
yatzilo, doesn't have to return it to him. He doesn't return it to him. The midbar, he doesn't return it to him in the midbar, in a desert wilderness type place. He took it. He's trying to return it in a different place. He got it from him in a settled area, and now he shouldn't return it to them in the midbar. Almanas, on the condition, let's say on the condition that he will on the condition that he will go out to the desert. Yachzir lo b'midbar, but he does say, but if he did make a condition that he will do it in midbar, then he can do it in the midbar. He can't do it in a midbar.
Oh. Okay.
Do we have any background as to why we care whether it's a midbar or not? What difference does it make?
Well, I don't know.
had you have to understand what does a midbar mean? A midbar means it's a dangerous place. It's not a safe place. It's it's not inhabited, and they don't have the police around, and as a result, they've got gazlanim all over the place, and it's not exactly the place that you want to get paid back your $10,000.
So we're concerned about the lender that or the victim. We're concerned that he has to go to the midbar and put himself in danger.
Well, let's just take a look at the Gemora.
Okay.
But
Well, we have to look at the Rashi also to see what's going on here too.
yeah. Yeah, okay. Lo yakse lo b'midbar.
He shouldn't return it in the wilderness. Im ein zo tova. If he doesn't, if there is not in this claim, ein zo not able to call to force him to receive his chopvo, his debt. Who pigadom? Where is the pod? The midbar in the wilderness. The lav makom shimorhu. There's your answer. It's not a guarded place, so it's a dangerous place to receive the money. So that's why he doesn't have to. You don't have to make him deliver it in a place where he should be in danger to have in returning it.
Now, this is what it says over here in the Rashi, im ein zed tovo. If this one doesn't make a demand for payments, bar.
Well, that's the second case.
I would imagine that the guy will say, "What do you mean? I just wanted to get paid. I didn't want you to pay me in the midbar." Okay, we'll have to clarify that as well. I guess it probably maybe that's what the nature of the claim is. He says, "I want you to." What Rashi means is im ein zed tovo. If this one doesn't claim from him, meaning not the payment, but he tells him, pay me in the midbar. He's got some reason why he wants to be paid in the midbar. If he says so, then of course you can do what he says to do. That's how I would understand the Rashi. But otherwise, if he doesn't tell you to pay him in the midbar, then you can't force him to pay you in the midbar. That's what Rashi says in the Behemshech. Ein zeh yochol lekofo. You can't force him lekabel chovo to accept his debt that you were indebted to him, opikdono, or his deposited item that he deposited b'midbar in the midbar. The lav mokum shimahu. It's not a guarded place, not a place that somebody wants to have things. He doesn't want to really be there altogether, but certainly not if he has any significant amount of money or property with him. Okay. Okay, so that's the Rashi. And so let's go to the Gemora.
Now ready for the Gemara. There's another Rashi.
There's another Gemora? Another Rashi?
Another Rashi.
Oh, Amanas, let's say Slamidbar, right? Okay.
That was the only question, because that was the case. He gave it to him in a year. He wants to give it back in the midbar. Well, midbar is not safe to give it back on. What if he said on this condition, though, that I'm going to give it to you in the midbar. So that's a different case. So then, Kasal Kedaika, you might have thought, She'amar lo to him, love this borrow this money, almanat she'netzei lemidbar, that will go out to the midbar. V'shum, and there, afarei, they're going to pay you back. Lahachi parich on this parich, we ask, pshit, it's obvious. Vaha, in this matne, I will give the chedya exclusively for kiblo, for you to accept it.
Remember. Oh, this word means matna. He made a tanai.
He made a condition.
He made, yeah, that was the express condition of the agreement. So that's pshita. Hamasna, he made there was an express condition in the agreement. Behedya. Behedya means it was express condition. Lekablo b'midbar. He said, I'm going out to the midbar. I want to pay you in the midbar. Is that okay? And he gives him the money. So that means that he agreed. So then he could do so. So okay. Gemora.
Okay, Gemora. I guess I'm the only one on here. The Gemora.
One and only.
I'm here. I'm listening, but I'm also helping my daughter with something. So I'm in and out.
I know you were here, and Roy still here trying to figure if he's going.
No, Roy's gone.
Roy's gone. Okay, well, we're up to the Mishnah case now. There's the Mishnah tries to explain. Okay. The Rimenehu, this is a contrast here.
Raminu.
We've got a contrast between two things. So we're going to contrast milva of loan. You can pay it back anywhere.
Yeah.
The data, the picadone, but if it's a lost object or a deposit, you don't pay it. Only in its place.
Cannot pay it. Only in its place. Okay, so the Gemara's pitted a brisa over here in contradiction to the Mishnah. Yeah,
because it's here it says you could pay it back any place, which would include the midbar, which before it said you didn't. If he gave it to an yeshiva, it has to be paid back in the yeshiva, not in the midbar. And here he can pay it back.
Right. Correct. Amar Abaye.
Hachi kama. This is what it's going to say. A milva, this loan, you can make the not. He's changing it from paying back. You can make the claim about getting the money any place. So it's not necessarily a payback. It's the teviyah that can be in any place. You can meet him and make a claim on him, say, "Hey, give me back my money." Doesn't mean that it has to be there. A veda, a picadone, but if you want a lost object and a picadone, that can only be done in the current place. Okay, and then that there are two dots here, so we're going to stop in this first section. The Rashi is nitna. If he could make a claim, go to make a claim. If he wants milva diado, his loan of his al yona. If he wants to get paid on his loan on the el yona from the the better the better payment as opposed to a lesser payment. However, that's supposed to be, that has to do with land that you'd have to repay. So
Well, this word is malva. Im yirtza malva. If the malva, meaning the lender, the malva is the lender. Im yirtza malva. If the malva wants, he's the one that calls the shots. Why is he the one that calls the shots? The Yado Elyona, because he's got the upper hand over here. It's his money. It's his money. He's the one that gave the money, so he's the one that's going to call the shots where it's going to be paid back. So, I would think the nafkamina would be that if the guy says, "Listen, pay me back in China. I'm going to China next week." What does the Loba says? Look, I don't. You can't expect me to get on a plane and go to China just to pay you the money. Let me pay you over here. So you have to know what exactly the parameters of this din are over here. What exactly can in other words, it sounds like the Bryce is saying that the Malva can force the Lova to do something that he doesn't want to do. Right? If they agree to it, so then there's nothing to talk about. We know the Bryce is not talking about that. The Bryce is talking about a case where they disagree. He doesn't want to do it, and the Bryce says, "Oh, but the Malva he can mishtalemis b'kol makom." And Rashi says, "Yeah, because Yado Alyona, he's got the upper hand. It's his money, but I don't think that he can force him to pay him in China." Okay, just a thought. I don't know. I mean, I've never been to China, but
he's not saying he has to pay him to China. Okay, I have been to China, but it's not saying he has to pay in China. He's making the claim, "You still owe me the money," type of thing. It didn't say that. It said that today is in that place. It didn't say the money is in that place. I mean, there should be an issue, and this is a thing that we've traveled along. I don't know what's going to happen more in the Gemara. You have those issues before where why somebody have to, travel to get his money back. He should be able to get it where it is. You could say, "Oh, great, I'll give it to you. Come to this place. I'll meet you in Tel Aviv and I'll give you the money back." Why should you have to go to Tel Aviv to get the money back? It should be.
Right.
It's not. Especially when I gave you the money here. Gave you the money here. Why should I have to go there?
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Take care. Be well. Enjoy the kids.
Thank you. Sorry, I was in and out. I appreciate your time, Rabbi.
Okay.
Hey, all the best, everybody.
Bye.